I'm Erin Wells.
And I'm Hunter Kane with Erin King Real Estate.
Today we are excited to talk about spring. Spring is the time in the real estate market when people get excited about buying and selling.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and so I know that my phone is ringing a little bit more from sellers who are wanting to get their house ready for the market, and buyers too are starting to get excited as well.
Right.
And Hunter, I know, well, we're outside today because we wanted to talk a little bit about some of the things outside that you need to think about if you're getting your house ready for the market. Hunter, what do you tell your sellers when it comes to curb appeal? What do they need to focus on?
So not just curb appeal, but the inside as well. I always talk to them about their online presence, and I think that's the easiest way to break it down. Just like when they're looking for a new pair of shoes, they may go to a sporting goods store and buy it, but initially they start their search online.
Right.
Same when they're looking for a house, they're going to search online before scheduling that appointment with their agent to view the property. So we have to have the best online presence. And I know you and I use the same photographer who, quite frankly, is the best and captures the best photo. But for her to be able to do that, we have to have the talk with the sellers about things that they can do. And one thing I always recommend, I'm more of a pond straw person, just going through, flower beds and putting pond straw, because you can fluff that up easy, and as the time goes on, the color may not be there, but you can always fluff it up and make it look nicer, where mulch kind of, wilts and goes
That's
away.
true.
So,
That's true. And I agree. And I think that when it comes to curb appeal and the outside, sometimes sellers can forget about their yard sometimes. You know what I mean? Like sometimes it's forgotten. But I think having a realtor come in and give you some advice on just some simple things you can do, like you said, mulch. Maybe it's replacing a plant or two, even having things cut back, little things. And I would say most of the time, when my recommendations end up being about $300 to $500 in the yard, but that goes a long way, I think.
absolutely. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so it's important. So right now it's time to get your yard shaped up, and I know where we're filming today, the seller has just done a great job of like weeds, weeds in the yard, those kind of things, having those sprayed and whatnot. It is very important, and $300 to $500 will go a long way to maximizing your curb appeal.
Absolutely.
We're sitting in front of a pool, which I'll be honest with you, I'm pretending like I'm not cold. It is spring, but it's a very cool 58 degrees, but it won't be long and people will be enjoying their pools.
Right.
One thing to think about, I love a pool. I think it's an awesome feature. Not everybody does, but a lot of people do. And I think it's important to remind y'all, if you're buying a house with a pool, the pool is not covered under the general home inspection.
Right, and it is an additional expense and an additional day and time, so that's something you need to consider with the timeline when you're making that offer, is that you have enough time to have the pool inspection and you budget for the separate inspection.
Absolutely. And when it comes to a general home warranty, the pool coverage is something that you can add on. And I think it's a good idea to cover the pool equipment and all of that stuff with a home warranty. It might be worth it.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, well, we just scratched the surface on getting your house ready for the market, the outside, things to consider. So we hope you found this helpful. We'll be back again. Is there anything else, Hunter, that you want to touch on?
I think that's it for today.
Okay, so we'll be back, y'all. We would love to hear your feedback, any topics that you want to hear about, any questions that you have. Please leave them in the comments and we'll cover it next month. Thanks so much, y'all.